we're going to talk all about Secret to Celebrity sex tapes, which it was so interesting, the episode that you were on talking about your story. This is the first time that you've told your story in a documentary.
To go into the details around the sex tape now.
Sure.
Great. So,
Are you comfortable talking about it?
I am if you are, yeah.
I am.
How did this whole thing get started?
Why was now the right time?
I think after I got done with the trauma center, I had like the words to describe what I went through. And I feel like that was kind of the trickiness of sitting down and reminiscing about something I think like from 2012, 2013 in my life until like now it's 2025, but we talked about that in 2023. And I've just changed so much with words. That's why I was like, I'm open to a press, tour, because I feel like as I keep aging, as I keep self-investing in like mental health, I can really describe what I'm going through. And I don't feel like some of the people who commented on me in my episode put themselves in a time frame of, oh, this is how Farrah talked then. This is what Farrah only knew at that point. And instead they act like it's 2025 and Farrah should just be able to say, this is what happened to her and, and go about her way. But it's like, nothing is for other people. This was something that I walked through life and I learned through it. And so, it wasn't to appease anyone else. And I think that's what was so special about sitting down and, putting vocabulary to what I went through. So for everybody else who's young and you don't have words and you're trying to figure life out, I totally feel you.
I love how close you and Sophia are. At what point did you kind of sit her down and explain everything about the sex tape, your work in the adult entertainment industry and everything? And how did she respond to that?
The unfortunate criminal situation I found myself in with a celebrity sex tape, that I think Sophia was with me, when I was figuring out, like, is this the right deal? Is this the right thing for me? Is this the walk that I need to walk? Like, my daughter was right there with me. So there's no hiding of my experience. Like, she lived it, And I think she only knew, like, her mom really was struggling with suicide. Her mom was really struggling with trying to find like love or intimacy. There was no secret of that. My daughter used to, at that age, she'd ask any guy at the gas station to go on a date with me. And it made me, that's so sweet, but it's also so sad. So what was the thing of like my daughter and telling her I think I just, again, like I am very transparent with what I'm feeling. I want her to learn from me what not to do. I want her to learn like how great life can be now that I've gone to the other side of life and healed. So I don't think I've left anything out for my daughter.
So there were some other adult film stars in the doc, including Maitland Ward from Boy Meets World, sort of questioning some of the stuff about your story.
Who goes to a porn star and makes their own benefit tape? What was the benefit? Masturbation?
What's your response to the stuff she said in the documentary?
I wasn't really familiar with her, and I don't even know why she showed up to comment on me. I do see, like, from the last couple of years, she felt like it would get her famous from saying negative things about me. Again, my story is about living in, like, a positive stimulus. Maitland Ward sounds like she lives in a negative stimulus. She still has mental health issues that she needs to go deal with, but she should take some tips and learn from me, because that's just not the game I play anymore. I'm not here. I am not here, and I want her to hear this loud and clear. I am not here to appease people in adult entertainment. She can appease them. She can have people-pleasing issues her whole life. I feel very bad for her. But I want it to be very clear that she has no right to speak about me, contradict herself. It was a joke that I even saw her comment. And I hope whatever payday and a little attention that she gets from showing up and saying negative things about a woman, she needs to go work on like toxic masculinity issues. I wish her all the best. Honestly, her porn career is nowhere of success. So for anyone to talk about me, I don't know who she is. I don't care if she was in White Chicks. I don't care if she was in Boy Meets World. I never paid attention to her, and I'm still not going to pay attention to her in porn. So she needs to go figure out how to be a successful woman. She should take note of my episode. The end. I blocked her. I don't even want to know that she exists on this planet. I have blocked anyone and everyone of my episode who again, I'm done. I'm just done with the wannabe famous. I'm done with the sensationalism. I'm done with like the obsessed with celebrityness. And I think like I really sat down with A&E because it has been such a pain point of my life to overcome, like, again, just a lack of self-esteem. Like, I don't think people understand, like, we act out. If you have like face dysmorphia, we act out when we're suicidal. It's not about, oh, if she wanted to go do porn, she could have just done it. It's a gimmick. No, I'm not in control of what other people do in a smear campaign against me. Like the criminology, the non-consensualness that other people love to live with, like a lot of people in porn, they don't care if they have consent. They just let their lives go. They let their self-worth go. They let their value be disintegrated. And I think I'm just on a different trajectory, obviously. And I got a daughter who watches after me and thinks the world of me. And I don't think you should put your parents on a pedestal, but I think like that encouraged me. That's aspirational. Like I want to live up to what my daughter thinks of me. And it's not succumbing to what other people think a video should look like for them. I saw some men say like, oh, her video didn't look like a sex tape.
I consider the death of the celebrity sex tape happened when Farrah Abraham put out her product. And the reason why I say that is because it was so well lit and edited and professional that you could see that this was bull.
This video was not for public consumption. This video was for me. If I want to record it how I want to record it, cool. And I'm also tired of people saying there was a whole crew. I've been asked habitually about this in podcasts even this year, podcasts this year, news, different TV shows. Stop insinuating that there was anyone around me during sex. Stop insinuating that. If you saw someone on there, then you could ask me about it, but no one saw that. Like there was lighting in my shower. Like what is going on with people trying to just claw and attach themselves to someone who is famous? That's why people got fired. That's why I've never talked to people again.
I think it was one of the earlier episodes, the one that was about Rob Lowe. They kind of talked
That's
about.
what I loved.
Yeah, they talked a little bit about how women have faced different repercussions than men. Like he was maybe able to bounce back a little quicker than some other women who have had it. What's your take on that whole thing?
I feel like this wasn't really touched upon in my episode. This was like really weird to me as I watched. The Rob Lowe thing very much talked about the men and women, but it was so weird how they picked what they edited in mine. They talked about me being booed on an AVN stage. As if I care. I couldn't even remember it because of my medication and alcohol mixing that day. I feel like people failed to mention this in the entire scope of looking at this. I was booed on that AVN stage, not because of me and who I am. I was booed on that stage because everybody in that audience thought they should stand up for a man. Why didn't the porn star get paid as much as that reality star? James Deen or whatever the porn star's name is didn't get paid equal to you. And they all were upset at a woman for not having equality on pay. But yet it was that porn star's fault that this was all in the public eye without my consent. As they're all holding hands with me and walking me out as I'm doing my thing, it seemed like I was pretty liked there, right? But it wasn't likable because a man didn't equally get paid and make money off my skin, my body. And I think that's the line I walked. So I know nobody was living it with me. If anything, I look back and I say, maybe I should not have let those resentments get the better of me and be spiteful. Right. But I did. Two wrongs do not make a right, and I learned that 14 years later. And I'm happy I can share that.
This wasn't like that long ago, but yet so much in the world has changed. I feel like now with OnlyFans even, you know, which I know you've had success with.
Yeah, OnlyFans for life.
Do you ever find that the media storm that you dealt with in your early 20s has like influenced the content that you create now?
I'm sure. I mean, OnlyFans, I try to keep it like a joyful place, and I think like that's what I really loved about OnlyFans was like, if any men are hating on me, I'm gonna block them, and I'm tired of that man hating on a strong, independent, like widowed mother. Like, and I think I love, you know, like I love just the thematic stuff. So like cosplay or whatever. Like, and guys, I don't date often. So if I can have a little fun on OnlyFans, let a mom live. Let a mom live.
Moms want to have fun too.
Yeah, so I'm just not all about like the competition and like the craziness of OnlyFans. And I'm loving some AI, some joy AI. And by the way, that's what also has been influencing my OnlyFans. So like all this AI girlfriendness, I'm shocked there's not an award for that at AVN. Because we're making millions off of it now. But I love that I have like a group of like the people who get to use our Joy AI. Some of like their creations, they like allow me to show on my OnlyFans. And I think the Joy AI is that inspiration of like, and like right now they're creating like mocks of me now, but in my celebrity sex tape. It's like super weird. But yeah, it just never dies. So I feel like AI is just continuing like some sex tape vibes on OnlyFans vibes. And it's just all about fantasy and being creative. I don't get deep about that stuff. And I just want, you know, husbands, wives, whatever, singles, to have a safe, consensual sex life. And I will always support a healthy sex life. And that's all I am doing in my life.
If somebody came to you and said, we want to turn your life story into a TV show or a movie, what would your response be? And who would you want to play you?
Okay, yes, and yes, oh yes. I would love, and I feel like I prayed about this. I would love my daughter to be able to play me right now.
Wow.
Hands down. I think the world of my daughter. She's talented. She's been trained. There's no one better than her. And honestly, I see my daughter like winning awards. I see her having like films across like the nation's screens. And she loves her horror stuff. But you know, what wins actresses real like awards? They win awards when they become unlike them. And I think my daughter is so goth and I am so not, that it would be like the highlight of her life and her career. Because I think she often wonders what I went through. And not that I want to put her through that, but I think in an acting way, Lifetime movie, call me, I'm ready.